Okay, in today's video, guys, I'm going to go over a few ways just to improve the looks of your SCX24 or your TRX4M. Basically, you can add a few overlanding type accessories to the vehicle. It won't add to the performance, but it'll make the vehicle look great. It actually, when you're using it on the course and on the trail, for some reason, having those accessories on the vehicle just seems to be more fun. It just adds a little bit of height to the vehicle and gives you a realistic element. So I'll jump right into the video on the how to.
So for this video, guys, all you're going to need is your SCX24 so that you can measure the roof and everything out, a piece of industrial strength trash bag, glue sticks, and a piece of styrofoam and some velcro tape. All you're going to do here is measure out the top of your Bronco or your SCX, whatever vehicle you're using. Cut the styrofoam to the shape that you want it to be so that it fits right on the roof. If you want extra height or extra shape in there, just add 2 pieces of styrofoam, hot glue them together, and basically that'll give you a little bit of the shape that you want for your Overland tent. What I do with my styrofoam here to give it more of a rounded shape is it's going to be square when you first cut it. I just get some scissors, cut all the edges to round it off a little bit, and basically that gives you the rounded shape. You want that when you finalize the shape of your vehicle. These are some sleeping bags that I made out of an old t-shirt and some Gorilla tape. I'll go over that later in the video on how to make those. This is the original toolbox or cooler that came with the Bronco, the SCX24 Bronco, and it was just black. So to make it look more realistic, I just spray painted it a tannish color. I only did one coat just to let some of the black still seep through so it looks more realistic and authentic. This time on my tent, normally I would have gave it this height like this with the 2 pieces of styrofoam, but this time I think I'm only gonna go 1 layer high because on my course, on my SCX24 course that I made, some of the bridges are somewhat low in the tunnels, and when you drive through, it was catching on the top of the bridge that I was going under, or the tunnel. So I this time I'm just gonna only make it this height, and that'll give me kind of the perfect square rectangle look, and just with the rounded edges. And then I'm just gonna now wrap this with the trash bag that I already have cut here, and you'll just kind of do it like that. Make sure everything fits right. Put it on the SCX24. Make sure it looks okay. This is the original toolbox or cooler that came with the Bronco, the SCX24 Bronco, and it was just black. So to make it look more realistic, I just spray painted it a tannish color. Not only did one coat just to let some of the black still seep through so it looks more realistic and authentic. This time on my tent, normally I would have gave it this height like this with the 2 pieces of styrofoam, but this time I think I'm only gonna go 1 layer high, because on my course, on my SCX24 course that I made, some of the bridges are somewhat low and the tunnels, and when you drive through, it was catching on the top of the bridge that I was going under. This time I'm just gonna only make it this height, and that'll give me kind of the perfect square rectangle look, and just with the rounded edges. And then I'm just gonna now wrap this with the trash bag that I already have cut here, and you'll just kind of do it like that. Make sure everything fits right. Put it on the SCX24. Make sure it looks okay. You're gonna take a square sheet of Gorilla Tape. Pull your trash bag completely over to where it stretches, starting with the side. Lock that in place with the tape, and then do the same with the fronts and backs. We'll put 2 pieces of tape on this. Here you go. Then to make it look more realistic, I'm gonna take 2 zip ties and strap it around there to make it look like straps on a vehicle. Cut off the excess. Get these on real tight and they shouldn't move. Place the brackets of the zip ties toward the side so it doesn't interfere flush when you try to push it down on your vehicle. Cut off the excess with scissors. And those zip tie brackets will just look like the actual brackets on a real strap, so you don't have to worry about those being visible. That looks fantastic. So now you'll take your velcro, stick one side of the velcro to the top of the bracket of the rack on the SCX24 and the other on the bottom side of the tent. Now put the opposite velcro pieces on the tent. And now you have a detachable tent. We'll do the same for the sleeping bags that we made. We'll place one piece of velcro here, one piece here, and another piece of velcro on the rack in the front and on the tent. Another piece of velcro on the tent. Now both sleeping bags are on and attached perfectly. We'll do the same on this side for the toolbox. Just attach the velcro here and to the bottom of the toolbox. And now I will attach the toolbox and there we go. Finished product, guys. And guys, this Velcro holds pretty good even through impacts and everything, and if it just falls off, you just stick it back on with the Velcro, no big deal. And if you really want it to be on a lot tighter than the Velcro, you could just hot glue everything to the top plastic rack on the SCX24. It's not going to really hurt anything, and it's covered anyways. And the reason you're using styrofoam and trash bags is so that these are lightweight. You don't want to add, anything large and plastic to the top of this SCX Bronco that's already top heavy in the first place. It'll start flipping over and dumping. You don't want to add extra weight, unneeded weight, to the top of a vehicle just for visibility and looks purposes. Okay guys, we got the toolbox added on with the Velcro as well, so you can just easily remove it, but if it's on the course, it's pretty stiff and hard to get off. The two sleeping bags are now on. I also added the boards with velcro to the side of the tent. So basically, and also all you have to do, there's a small hole right here above the hood and the Bronco, so you could just run cable from the top rack through this hole right here, and it fits perfectly, and just use some electrical tape to cover the areas where you intertwine those areas. And basically this is just the wire that you hang photos and paintings on the walls with. It gives a great look to the vehicle. For the sleeping bags, it's actually really simple. All you need is a piece of old material from a shirt or any type of cloth, etc. You just roll it up. It doesn't have to be the right size at this point. To make it look like realistic straps, all you need is a skinny small piece of Gorilla Tape. Wrap it around one side. Get another piece of the Gorilla Tape. Wrap it around the other side. Like so. And then just according to the length that you want the sleeping bag to be, just cut off the excess. On both sides. One more piece of Gorilla Tape on the bottom where the line is visible. And this Gorilla Tape is where you're going to put your piece of Velcro. And once that's done, you attach it to the vehicle with the Velcro, and you just, make a couple of sleeping bags different colors, and it'll add a lot of accent to that vehicle. It's a great look. And as you can see, guys, once this vehicle is out on the trail or on your course, it just adds a lot of different viewing enhancement to the vehicle while it's driving. I mean, I really like the look of adding these small touch-ups to the vehicle. Alright guys, like and subscribe to the channel.